Vladimir Putin has recently modified Russia's nuclear doctrine, posing a threat to all intended purposes to Ukraine and its supporters. The U.S. regularly modifies its national nuclear policies to adapt to evolving geopolitical situations, new technologies, and available weapons, just as the Russians have claimed to have done. The Carter administration's changes to U.S. strategic nuclear policy in the late 1970s offer valuable insights into the complexities of changing a strategic nuclear doctrine. In 1977, President Jimmy Carter created Presidential Directive NSC-18, which dedicated half of its content to U.S. strategic nuclear forces. This directive set forth updating the U.S. nuclear policy from exclusively mutually assured destruction, MAD, to creating options for fighting and winning a limited nuclear war. PD-59, signed in 1980, provided further details of the nuclear targeting policy outlined in PD-18. It affirmed that U.S. strategic nuclear forces serve as a deterrent against attack to the U.S., overseas forces, and U.S. allies, including against non-nuclear attacks, and that MAD or nuclear equivalency remain a valid policy. Nuclear equivalency is a primary component of MAD, as the number of strategic nuclear warheads between the U.S. and Soviet Union must remain at relatively identical numbers. The MAD doctrine, which emphasizes the balance of force, is crucial for effective deterrence. President Carter's PD-59 introduced the concept of a limited nuclear war, as a war that can be fought and won and not require a general nuclear war. The doctrine includes target classifications such as counterforce, countervalue, and countervailing. Counterforce targets erode the enemy's capability to launch its own nuclear attack. Countervalue targets target an enemy's cities and civilian populations, and countervailing targets the enemy's most valuable targets used to maintain military and political control. To make countervailing a successful deterrent and targeting strategy, the U.S. strategic nuclear forces needed to be upgraded, including C3, command, control, communications, intelligence, and protection. Countervailing is the primary factor that enables a limited nuclear war to transform into a doctrine, providing an incentive to establish conditions that could force an end to the conflict before an action-reaction cycle escalates into a general nuclear war. However, the argument against countervailing is that unless part of a counterforce attack, the Soviet Union could initiate a countervalue attack against a helpless population in the U.S., potentially hindering their ability to negotiate a resolution.